That is why, after consulting with public health experts, we have made the deliberate decision to temporarily enhance police officers' authority for the duration of the stay-at-home order. Moving forward, police will have the authority to require any individual who is not in a place of residence to, first, provide their purpose for not being at home and provide their home address. Police will also make the deliberate decision to temporarily enhance police officers' authority for the duration of the stay-at-home order. Moving forward, police will have the authority to require any individual who is not in a place of residence to, first, provide their purpose for not being at home and provide their home address. Police will also have the authority to stop a vehicle to inquire about an individual's reason for leaving their residence.
Do you regret or do you acknowledge that it would have been, as some critics have said, a much better idea to bring in these tough, strong measures you're doing now weeks earlier to keep that number from cresting up so high?
No, you know something, that wouldn't have stopped it. And let me tell you what we have done. For all the way back to the fall, we have parts of this province that have been in gray lockdown. We closed the entire province. We closed the schools twice. We've increased healthcare. Let me go back to the beginning. We scrambled everywhere when this first happened over a year ago. We didn't have any PPEs here. We put a whole system of PPEs together. Now we're self-sufficient. There was no testing in place at all. Now we're number one in North America on testing. We strengthened our border along with the testing. You know, folks, it's like we are all, not me, I'm not worried about myself. It's like we've all been pushing this boulder up a mountain. And you know, until we have more vaccines, we need stricter measures. I'm gonna pass it over to Dr. Williams, but let me reassure you, the measures, after talking to Dr. Brown, if we didn't take the tighter measures that we have over the last couple of weeks, the cases would be skyrocketing. So because we did act decisively, the cases aren't where they might have been. They're high, but nothing compared to what the worst case scenario is. Like, folks, we have put everything on the field now. Everything. Now we need the cooperation, which we have, vast majority. Probably 90% of the population has been working their backs off. But we have some folks. I took a drive, just to check out the area down here. You go by the parks, and it's like business as usual. I just don't understand it. I've been up here ringing the alarm bells. You know, again, 90% of the people are following, and I'm so grateful for that. But some people are putting everyone else at risk.
Shalom, there you go. Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Blessings and salutations be to the hopeful elect. It was in the gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Shi'akia Mahalaya coming back with another lesson. Lord's will it be edifying. Oh man, martial law. Canada is on fishing full police state. You even heard the lady, the demon, give the account on how that if the cops catch you outside of your residence, they have the right to know where you live. All right, and you got to ask yourself, well, why do they need to know where I live at if they pull me over when they can just tell me to go home? Well, the reality of it is because they need to target you in case that day they got to roll on you in that 4 o'clock in the morning visit. They can know you and they can blow that damn door off the hinges, man. That's why. And hey, it's finna get crazy out here, man. And we said it last year that the elites are gonna ride this bandwagon until the wheels fall off this bad boy, man. Because hey, this is the crisis. This is the scenario that they need in order to push the catalyst of the NWO. Okay, this is exactly what they need. This is the Great Reset. And videos came out last year, and I believe this year, man, brothers was. You know, I did a lesson on it. It's on my other page that got taken from me. But basically, they said that Canada was going to be like the first province that was going to be pretty much experiencing the whole reset thing. And and they said about towards the end of the first quarter of this year, they were going to experience it. And what are we? I believe we are at the end of the first quarter, because I'm not mistaken. I believe quarters are broken up into like 3-month increments, I think. You know, you got first, second, third, and fourth quarter. So it happened right on par. And you know what? The prophets, they foretold it, you know. And people are like, well, y'all just saying what everybody else said. But the thing of it is, we take what we say and we filter it through the Bible. That's the difference between us and you people. We filter the information through the scriptures, but this is it. Because this is going to come down here to Babylon, all right? Because sooner or later, they're going to say, well, look, this is happening. We need to bring more strict austerity measures. We need to lock down. We're going to have to do a lot of things in order to get people under control. Because like I was saying, it's going to come between the people that's not really going for it versus the people that's all afraid by it. So what they're going to do, they're going to turn the people that's afraid against the people that don't really care too much about what's going on. They're going to turn those people against each other, which is going to cause a civil division. All right, because the people that don't really care too much about it know that this is government tyranny. They know that it's illegal. They know it violates the rights. They know that this is all a plan and that is all bullshit, you see. And they know that. So therefore, they're going to try to create some type of notion to distract people from taking advice from the people that know what's going on. Okay, like censorship, like that's the spirit. I was kind of watching this video going into where the fuck is it at, man? Damn, I ain't got it. I was just watching it. No, it was an article that I was reading. Yep, it says here, YouTube CEO wins free expression award sponsored by YouTube, then boasts high platform censors content creators. Why is that? You see, they're censoring the truth. So now what they're going to do is the people that speaking truth, they're going to start to demonize us, man. Okay, they're going to start saying, well, the reason why we can't get things back to normal is because these people don't comply. They're not complying with federal regulations to go down there and, you know, basically put the potion in you, so to speak, the concoction. They're not gonna adhere well to the people that's saying, you know what, I ain't with that. Basically, they're gonna come against you because you ain't willingly bowing down to their system. And that's what it's all gonna boil down to, whether you're gonna bow down or you're gonna get scared or coerced into accepting this bullshit, man. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of you getting ready to fold. A lot of you Israelites out there, a lot of you guys that's in this truth, that's playing games. You all about a fashion show. You all about these big ass weddings and Passover feasts and clubbing and all that stuff. Y'all getting ready to fold, man, because this is going to come to your doorstep. You see, this is going to come right to the doorstep of all of us, man. But hey, the difference between us and y'all is the fact that we going to keep it spiritual. We going to follow the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. Whatever he have us to do in that day, we're going to follow it. While a lot of you are going to bug out, you're going to freeze up. Cat going to bite your tongue. You're going to get bitch made, so to speak, and you're going to get tooken, man. All right, versus those of us that's operating solely through the spirit, we going to know how to navigate through it. They say, well, you got to come with us. You got to come with us, Mr. Mahalaya. You got to come and you got to go talk to some authorities. And I ain't going to get carnal. You know, shit. Lord don't give me the power right then and there, then what I'm going to do? I got to go. You know, just let it play out. Because we know what the scriptures say. All right, but nonetheless, Canada is in a full police state. So those drills they was doing 5-6 years ago, Jade Helm, they was preparing for this particular time now. Jade Helm, Operation Cable Splicer. You got Rex 84. You got all these plans that was put into motion decades ago for this particular time we coming into now. Because, hey, Yahweh Shemi Hawashai wrote it in the scriptures and say, hey, this is the time of Jacob's trouble. And what's the spirit that brothers are all going into Jacob's? We're all talking about Jacob's trouble. So now is not the time for you brothers to walk uncircumspectly, man. You got to walk circumspectly now and watch and think about how you're going to move out here. Because now Esau, hey, matter of fact, I'm done talking. Let me go and get some precepts, man. You know, let's get this in the book of Psalms, the 10th chapter, because we at the end. This is the book of Psalms 10, and I'm going to start at verses 2. It says, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor, but let them be taken in the devices which they have imagined. Okay, this whole thing is a carefully formulated device. It's falling apart, but nonetheless, they're going to still ride it because this is the only, well, what else they going to do? Because they ain't got time to come up with a whole nother crisis and a whole nother setback, a whole nother open thing. They ain't got time for that. They got to go with this, no matter how sloppy it is. It says, for the wicked boasted of his heart's desire and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorred. And Esau is full of covetousness, all right? Because everything he got, he stole, okay? He took it by design. He didn't get it fair. It says, for the wicked through his pride of his countenance will not seek after the power. For the power is not in all his thoughts, because if the Most High was in his thoughts, he wouldn't be trying to get everybody to join the mob. Okay, you wouldn't have to join the mob if that was the case. He would say, you know what, the scriptures is against this. Why would I set people up to for their downfall? But he's not thinking of that because he's a devil. He's a certified demon, man. And you know what? I'm getting sick of his ass. Getting tired of dealing with him. And they gonna get it, man. I promise you. When the Lord really set this thing on his back, the Most High is gonna raise up a standard through his men. I just pray that I'm one of the men he uses because, hey, we're tired of catching hell. All right. It says his ways are always grievous. That's right, man. Oh, where you're going. We got to know your address. We need to know your name. We got to keep you. Who the fuck are you to police somebody when they ain't your right? You see, but the people are so dumb to the point you give these demons dominion over you to the point now what you going to do? You've already turned in your weapons. What you going to do? All right. Because the only thing you people going to do, only thing you have at your fingertips is getting carnal. You don't have a higher power that's going to guide you through the darkness that's coming. Only thing you have is your weapon, so you threw your only defense away. That's just like saying Jason or Michael Myers busting through your front door and you just throw the gun out the window. Why? When he's coming through the door. And I'm saying that as a defense for you wicked doers out there, because that's all you have is your carnality. You don't have the spirit. You don't have the name. So we got the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shine. We going to call on it. You best to believe. The majority of us, should I say. It says here, thy judgments are far out of his sight, and for all his enemies he puffeth at them. Like, yeah, they think they're going to stop this. Who is this Yahweh Shai they talking about? Yahweh Shai ain't going to come and take me down. That's puffing. Because Yahweh Shai is an enemy to Esau. And it says, and he said in his heart, I should not be moved, for I should never be in adversity. And his mouth is full of cursing and deceit. Right. This whole great reset is based on deceit. It's all deceitful practices. Like I have some with that called, which they call plausible deniability, which they can blatantly deny a lie. All right. But let you go to court line, they're going to throw the book at you. It says, under his tongue is mischief and vanity. And he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, and in his secret places he doth murder the innocent. The innocent is the Israelites. It says his eyes are set privily against the poor, and that's us. And he wait secretly as a lion in his den. And he lied in wait to catch the poor, and he doth catch the poor when he draw them into his net. All right. And this is the net, this whole great reset, this whole thing that they've been boasting about for over a year now. This is that great net. All right. And the thing of it is, they want you jakes to sit still so they could come and pick your ass off one by one. Because you sit still, they're going to come and they're going to come to your door and they're going to try to put that mob in your ass, man. All right, if you don't comply, they may just put you to death on the spot or throw you in the nearest FEMA camp. That's coming. You see? That's coming, man. Because the scriptures say, as evils increase, be as pilgrims on the earth. So we ain't just going to be sitting in the damn house waiting on the Esau to come in and say, hey, you going to take this or not? Hell no. The minute they try to lock down, however the spirit has it to go, hey, man, we hop a jet up out of there. We got to move around. You can't just be sitting still. Because you know they're going to come looking for you. You know, and it says, and he crouched and he humbled himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. And that's what this nigga was just doing on that video. All right, 90%. I'm just so happy that people are complying with it, giving you people a false speech, knowing that it's in his best interest or knowing that it's in his mindset to do away with you. You can't believe a damn thing these devils say, man. All right. So anyway, let's go to the book of Ezekiel 23. Verses 23. All right. And I'm going to start it here. It says, the Babylonians and the Chaldeans, Pekah and Shor and Koah, and all the Assyrians with them, all of them desirable young men, captains and rulers, great lords and renowned, all of them riding upon horses. That's the military. They should come against thee with chariots and wagons and wheels, and with an assembly of people, and shall set against thee buckler and shield and helmet round about. And I will set judgment before them, and they should judge thee according to judgments. So this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. And you don't want to be no part in that. So those of you that have an ear to hear, repent, man. Start repenting daily. Saying, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Shalak now, it's Shalak now, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, forgive me. Constantly, man, because you don't want to get caught up into this judgment. You know, it's going to be bad for our people. And the crazy part about it is they don't even see it coming. They don't care to see it coming. So this is what's going to happen to them. This is the book of Jeremiah 6:21. Therefore, thus says the Lord, behold, I will lay stumbling blocks before this people, and the fathers and the sons together shall fall upon them, and the neighbors and his friends shall perish. Right. The stumbling block is going to be you being conflicted of this whole Maxine Waters and this mob. All right. On whether you do it or not, you're going to be conflicted, and y'all going to perish because you ain't going to have the Lord that's at your arsenal. It says, and thus says the Lord, behold, a people coming from the north country, and a great nation should be raised from the sides of the earth, and they shall lay hold on bow and spear, and they are cruel and have no mercy. You hear that? They are cruel and have no mercy. All right. And it says, and that voice roareth like the sea, and they ride upon horses, set in array as men for war against thee, O daughter of Zion. Meaning, if you see the military coming, that means they're at war. All right. And they're going to be at war against these citizens of America. That's why you're going to have a civil war here. You're going to have people that's going to take up arms and they're going to go against these militaries because people ain't going for the shit. Starting riots, man. It says, and we have heard the fame thereof, and our hands wax feeble. Anguish have taken hold of us, in pain as a woman in travail. So go not forth into the field, nor walk by the way. For the sword of the enemy and fears on every side. Meaning they're going to circumvent the neighborhoods. You ain't going to be able to go one way. They're going to cut you off. If you ain't already out of there, you're going to get caught up in it. And if the spirit ain't dealing with you, you're going to get caught up in it. Period. There's no way out. This is finna get real bad, man. It says, O daughter of my people, gird thee with sackcloth and wallow thyself in ashes and make thee mourning as for an only son. Most bitter lamentation. For the spoiler shall suddenly come upon us. Spoiler is Esau. All right. So keep that in mind, man. Yahweh Shai said it. Read Daniel 12:1. He just warned us because he felt like it. He told us what it was because this is what's getting ready to happen. All right. 2nd Esdras 15:14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction drive nigh, and one people should stand up to fight against another with swords in their hand. Those are the riots. For there should be sedition among men and invading one another. And they should not regard their kings nor princes. And the course of that action shall stand in the power. Many people going to say, fuck this. We're going to do what we want to do. We ain't stand there. We finna go loot. And that's going to cause tension between the military and the people. And it's going to get so overwhelming for the United States military to the point they're not going to want to go against the citizens. So they're going to say, you know what? We just going to contract y'all out and bring in mercenaries in here. And when you hire mercenaries, they're basically for hire. They do whatever it takes. They say, look, if the government say, look, the mission is to seek and destroy and execute on sight, we paying your ass a multi-million-dollar contract to find anybody that's not complying with us. You put them down on the spot. Those that may be rehabilitated, send them to the nearest FEMA camp. And they going to do just that. They're not going to fuck around with you, man. They see your ass, they see you niggas out there thinking you tough with your dreads inside of your pants, man. They going to put one in between your eyeballs, man. All right? Y'all don't want no smoke with what's coming, man, because this is the Lord. When I see that, when I see Esau, it's not even afraid. I ain't even afraid of that. It's the fact that this is the Most High. That's the scary part, that the Lord is behind this. Because when I see an Edomite or a military troop, that just whatever. But when the Most High put the spirit on them fucking devils, that's when shit gonna get real, man. That's when that adrenaline gonna kick in. So, hey, brothers, be on point. It says, for men should desire to go into a city and should not be able. Martial law. For because of their pride, the city should be troubled and the houses should be destroyed and men should be afraid. All right, and one more precept here. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 16, and I'm going to start at verses 39. It says here, even so shall the plagues not be slack to come upon the earth. The world should mourn and sorrow should come upon it on every side. But, oh, my people, hear my word. Talking to the Israelites, the elect. Make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims on the earth. All right, so you got to get the fuck out of there, man. You see the military coming in your neighborhood, don't be waiting around. You get the fuck out of there, and you get out of there quick. I don't know where you going to run. I don't know where we going to go hide, but whatever you do not want to be caught in these cities when this shit go down. But we know that's not going to be the case, or that we know that's going to be the case for a lot of us, because most brothers live in a city. So even in that case, the Lord can shield you from what's right in front of you. They said the best way to hide is in plain sight. And what I mean by that is the fact if you can't get out the city, Lord, he'll take care of you one way or another. Well, it may just be your lot to get caught up in it, man, to test your faith. So if you get caught, you brothers out there that get caught up in the sting, so to speak, don't look at it as a bad thing, man. You know, Don't look at it like, oh shit, I'm wicked. The Most High got me. Nah, man. It's to test your faith. Don't get hasty to act without the Spirit or without counsel with the Spirit. What I was going to in my last lesson. But anyway, with that, all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom, Baba.